what do we have here? The developer update for November 2024, the changes from the PDB to the live service and what is going to change. And first, we have the Houndmaster. No way. We received a lot of feedback regarding the Houndmaster during the PDB. With that, we've developed the following changes. Completed generators now appear light orange to the Houndmaster. New. Survivors afflicted by the Hound Sense now appear bright red to the Houndmaster. So yeah, Hound Sense was pretty useless, and targeting completed generators was guessing work because you couldn't see them, so these are good changes. I feel like Hound Sense was, I don't know, Hound Sense felt like something that didn't really matter. This will allow the Houndmaster to target generators at unlimited range where she's on the map. This will boost their ability to cover large areas of the map while running on the search path. Cool. Increases search path starting Hound Sense radius to 2.5. On the PDB, this was not working as intended, so it was smaller than this. Yeah, looked pretty small, looked pretty buggy. Increase the Houndmaster's movement speed bonus whilst running on the search path to 6 meters from 5.2. This was mostly also just bugged. But yeah, that's 6.2. That's actually pretty decent mobility. So like you can cross the map, yeah, with almost 40% faster. Damn. It's not bad if it actually works. We need to see. But if you can reliably send the dog to the other side of the map on a search path to a gen, and then you can follow them really fast, that would be pretty decent if it works reliably. The search command detection zone to target objects has been increased, and it should now be easier to aim. Search command detection zone to target objects has been increased. Okay. Reduce the search command cooldown to 0.5 seconds. That's the big change, right? So the problem with the search command, it was kind of clunky. It felt extremely situational, but on top of that, it put the useful thing, which is the chase command, on cooldown. And that kind of made it to the point where you didn't really want to use it. So at this point, I think with like very little cooldown, this might actually be very useful. Maybe even on really short catch-up moments where if a survivor has a lot of distance, you can maybe send the dog if you know where they want to run, and then catch up with 6.2 meters so that you can kind of zone away from things then, to be honest. Because like if you send the dog somewhere, the survivor cannot run there anymore because you're gonna follow them with 6.2 meters. 6.0. Yeah, interesting, okay. Search command has some unfortunate bugs on the PDB, but we're still able to notice it was undertuned. Thanks to your feedback, we realized it wasn't particularly excelling at our intention of letting the Houndmaster move at high speeds across the map to find survivors. We made some significant changes to find movement speed and the Houndmaster radius around Snug. With the reduction in the cooldown time, we are confident that this will allow the duo to move quickly to a location. Find survivors, start threatening them with a chase command immediately. Cool. Yeah, the intention is there. I feel like it just didn't work out on the PDB, so yeah, this could... Hopefully, this sounds really strong if it actually works. I think the bugs were kind of like the thing that plagued this a lot on the PDB, so we'll need to see. This is going to be out tomorrow. Change. Increase the chase command acceleration on the dog to 32 meters. Okay. Increase the chase command redirect linger time once the dog completes the distance to 1 second. So you have a little bit more time to go back into the dog and redirect him. Reduce the chase command camera transition from the Houndmaster to the dog and vice versa to 0.25 seconds. That was probably the biggest thing. That was the thing that held him back the most. Because if you were in a position to use the redirect on the chase, the survivor literally has 0.5 seconds to get out of range. And it's like, in a lot of scenarios, you just want to use it instantly, literally. And this kind of held it back so much because, yeah, you just want to be fast because the dog cannot move while redirecting. So if there's any object between the dog and the survivor, it's unusable, which is kind of like, yeah, that's pretty bad. And like, that was one of the things that made redirect honestly pretty damn useless. And the more I played him, the more I realized, okay, the less I redirect, the better I am. Because it's just like, I stand still and the chance of hitting something is very, very low because it takes some time for you to get into the dog's camera, and even if you flick like frame perfect, it will still take half a second. So that's 1/4 of a second. I think this will still hold it back massively, I'll be honest. But yeah, probably better than the PDB version. The feedback we received from the PDB showed that players found the chase command fun and satisfying. However, the redirect had issues that we needed to address. It feels great to land one, but failing to catch someone often leaves Porsche in a less than desirable position. Porsche's the Houndmaster, right? Yeah, I think. The dog is stuck. Okay. In Survivors, gaining a lot of distance. True, because you're literally sitting still while you redirect your dog. And like literally, you're spending an entire second in transition. Now it's half a second. This might still be pretty annoying, but yeah, half a second, this will make a massive, massive difference. Because yeah, there's 4 meters less. That's like 2 meters less distance that you have to catch up if the Survivor straight lines you. While it feels rewarding, it does have a very high skill floor, so by increasing Snug's acceleration, should give the killers more time to turn, aim, and send Snug even faster on a second mad dash at the Survivors. Great wording. Yeah, hopefully. Change. Reduce the percentage of cooldown on the knotted rope add-on to 10%. Was 40. Yeah, that add-on was a bit potent. We realized during the PDB that 40% was incredibly high for this type of add-on, and would make it far too strong in conjunction with certain perks. Reducing the cooldown percentage still makes the add-on viable without being overpowered. 10%, actually 10% is still decent. 10% I think is decent. Because you will oftentimes have this. So if you ever have a chase command and you follow it up with a hit, having less cooldown on that is pretty nasty because your cooldown is not that high. So you can then follow it up with a chase command again. Decent add-on. 10% is a lot more feasible. 40% was pretty OP. Like, that was actually OP. You can literally just, like, 2-tap people so fast. Shoulder the burden. Increase the exposed duration to 40 seconds. Death note. We felt the exposed time on the perk was too short for how strong the perk can be for trading hooks. Hook states with another player. We wanted to ensure that the risk-reward factor was more balanced. So, 40 seconds of exposed. If you actually get that unhook. 20 seconds was pretty short, yeah. Like, that's hard to take advantage of. 40 seconds actually puts you in a much worse spot if the killer's actually onto you. Because 40 seconds is like more than one pallet. But if you have any pallets, I don't know, will this make a difference? I feel like either you have safety or you don't, right? Either you die and it's a trade, or you don't and you can start looping. We'll need to see. So these are the changes from the PTB to live. Pretty interesting. Shoulder the burden, a little bit of a nerf. Houndmaster getting some decent buffs, and then obviously we have the park updates, but these were already on the PTB, so gonna be exciting for that. And all of this comes out tomorrow. Exciting stuff.